Sharks. My name is Jasmine Maeda, founder and CEO of Round 21. I'm seeking $250,000 for 3% of the business.
Oh, wow.
Sharks, sports is a universal language. It communicates emotions and beliefs, style and creativity. Athletes now use their voices as a platform for what they believe, putting an end to the idea that they should just shut up and play. This is why I created Round 21. We partner with an awesome group of creators, athletes, artists, and tastemakers to unlock sport as a canvas. We extend and promote creativity through digital sporting goods as well, through viral NFT collaborations that extend their digital engagement, the Digi, with our physical sporting goods, the Fizzy, a business model we call DigiFizzy. We've launched across 4 sports, have a pipeline of artists, athletes, and tastemakers, and a growing community aligned to our mission of making standing out the new standard in sports. So, Sharks, we think it's time you feel free to play with the art. We've hand-picked products for each of you. Robert, we gave you...
All right, so before Robert gets to his soccer ball there, wow, 8.3333 repeating million valuation there out of the gate. This is, well, if they already have a lot of athletes and they're injected into sports and such, then they're already well on their way, I'm sure, to justify that 8.3 million dollar valuation. If they aren't, then it's going to be tough. I also wonder how many what percentage Jasmine actually owns as to why she's only looking for 3%. Give up 3%. I'm gonna kind of guess that she probably has already raised money to help maybe open some of those doors and such. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she was already involved in that in the sports industry.
A soccer ball that will continue to promote creativity on the pitch.
Thank you.
Lori, a ping pong paddle. YOLO, you only live once. What you inspire in every entrepreneur who's chasing their dreams.
Except magic dates, unfortunately.
Wonderful. A football anyone chasing greatness would appreciate.
Beautiful.
Damon, a sports product that is symbolizing how sport is also a platform for social justice. And Mark, for you, we have a performance basketball that symbolizes 5 players on the court coming together for a greater good. But in addition, we also have a digital NFT basketball inspired by your unique background through color and symbolism that acts as membership to Round 21.
Nice. An NFT, so everybody knows, NFT stands for non-fungible token. It's a completely unique digital file. It can be bought and sold like any collectible. Effectively is the digital version of a piece of art.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. But what's not cool is the pump and dump schemes that so many, scams, that so many people have fallen into. Now, I'm curious as to where you're at on the whole NFT thing. Is it good? Is it bad? Do you own NFTs? I would love to hear about it, because I have friends that are on both sides of the aisle here. I have friends that are like, it's nothing but a scam. It's just good. It's all going to zero. And I have friends that are like, yeah, no, it's the next big thing. It's gonna be awesome. Blah 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 blah. It's the next craze. But I'll tell you, a lot of my friends that were on that big NFT wave, they haven't been posting much about them as of late. So I don't know where they're at on that, but I personally have no interest in owning any NFTs, creating any NFTs, or any of that. So kind of cool that she utilized Mark's prowess for technology and his involvement in NFTs to produce something that he would get would pique his interest, even though he has the least artful basketball of the ball of them all. I mean, or paddle.
Round 21's NFTs act as 2 things for our community. It acts as your social brand, and it acts as membership to Round 21. And what that gives you is access to early product drops, physical events that we're
Jasmine,
launching.
are you selling NFTs today, or are you selling physical products?
Both.
Got it. Can you walk me through a typical sale?
And maybe put from the perspective of for an actual athlete. Let's say
Yeah,
Mr.
perfect.
Wonderful is a rock star athlete, which I am.
Obviously.
I come to you, Jasmine. I say, okay, I want to make a statement about entrepreneurship. I'm an athlete. I got 1 million followers. What happens?
We bring in artists from the outside.
How do you split the revenue between you, the artist, and the athlete?
This basketball, as an example,
Okay.
is $15 to make, and we sell it for $59.99 retail. The artist gets 2 options. They either get a flat fee up front or they get 10% share in revenue of every unit sold.
And so can you walk us through
good
your
deal.
overall revenue? How much have you sold in physical goods and NFTs?
Yeah, so I've sold 354,000 life to date, which is 15 months of physical goods.
Units or dollars?
Sorry, that's dollars.
Okay.
And how much is NFTs on top of the 354?
Right now, the NFTs are growing into 20K of our total revenue. That's above and beyond the 354.
So it's small,
It's very small.
very small.
Got it.
So tell us about you. How did you come up with this?
Before we get there, you're okay. You gotta have a whole lot of connections with a big old like hockey stick opportunity ahead of you. I'm curious as to how Jazz. Yeah, well, I'm sure she's gonna get into that next, about how she got involved with this and all artists. But I guess my question is if I'm rock star, wide receiver in the NFL, right? Why would I not go to like my favorite artist and get them to do it? Like, why come to round 21? I think there needs to be that differentiator there. And I would also argue that if NFTs are at $20,000, then it's almost. Like, obviously you don't have to. You have to get the art created, but you don't have to like make a physical thing and ship it and sell it and all that. So I get doing it, but it's almost as like all these companies are trying to stay relevant, and it seems like once companies get involved, it's like once your grandma's on Facebook, it's time to time to move on for to something else. If that's where you were hanging out.
First place.
So I have to go back to my roots. I'm born and raised in small town Oklahoma, 2 parents from India, where being different sometimes meant you didn't belong, and I found who I was through basketball. I played in high school, I played overseas, and then I coached at the collegiate and high school level. I then transitioned to the marketing side of sports, which led me to marketing leadership roles at Reebok, Hasbro,
Oh, wow.
Under Armour. I led marketing for 6 years, and most recently was vice president of brand at Peloton.
Wow.
What are your sales year to date?
We're on track. Our run rate is $510,000.
How much are you going to make on that?
We're currently at a gross profit level, $73,000.
Gross profit or net
At the
profit?
product level. Netting, we are not profitable as a company.
So how much are you burning?
We're burning about $10,000 a month right now.
How much money have you raised?
So I just closed around at 1.39 million. I raised on a safe at a 6.25 post money.
What are the terms of your safe?
6.25 post money safe. Standard.
So, hold on. Let me blow that up there. So, a form of convertible security that allows investors to buy stock in a future equity round.
Y Combinator.
Okay.
I think you are so impressive and so spot on. As far as an investment for me, I think that some of my fellow sharks might be a better partner for you because they know more about sports than I do. For those reasons, I think I will go out because I think you'll have even someone stronger to help support you.
Jasmine, I have a huge amount of respect for your background. It's really, really impressive. And what a unique business model. Is it going to work? I don't know, but the road to revenue is not clear for me.
Before you go out, I want to talk about our strategic partnerships at the wholesale level for volume.
Yeah, Jasmine, I'm not your guy for this. I'm sorry, I'm out.
Oh man, that is some faces. That is some faces. You're looking. So many things, have to go right. The wholesale. Hopefully, maybe Jasmine is about to drop. Like, I got this. Like, here's my PO for $1 million in soccer and footballs and baseballs. Baseball didn't get any love here. You know, where's the baseball bat or the baseball itself? You know, that would really that would open up, because then it goes from like art to retail, but you're going to be competing with the regular balls. And if you're, you know, $15 on, what was it, was that a basketball sitting next to her and she's selling it for 60? I mean, basketballs are, I think you can get them at like $5 below. I mean, they're probably not the highest quality of basketballs, but for like $5, you could get a basketball. If you have, you know, even like a Spalding or something, it's probably like half that price. Now, obviously, this is a custom piece of art, but you got to get that cost way down if you're going to compete with you know, these special messaged balls, which I think would sell well. I think there is a market. I just don't know that she's there. She's got the path clear yet for that.
Real deal. I think NFTs is going to be around forever. Everybody's going to own one. But I'm trying to educate myself still on them. And at a buy-in price of $250,000, I would be giving you that for tuition. I wouldn't add any value at this moment. It's a little too early for me to get a full grasp.
Damon, we are betting on the passion people have for sports. The revenue is rooted in physicals. The NFT
It's
is
in the
upside.
physicals.
This is sport fashion. This is absolutely
But I think
self-expression.
the NFT part is the really attractive part, but I don't know enough about it, so I'm out.
Jasmine, why aren't your sales higher?
We actually are on our third PO with the largest sporting goods retailer in America. They want to co-create product with us in 2022 and beyond. They also have an open order for next year that just came in this morning of $100,000.
But those numbers aren't big enough to scale, particularly with your valuation. Look, we do some of the stuff with the Mavs. I do a lot of stuff with unlocking NFTs. It'd be somewhat competitive, and so for those reasons, I'm out.
Okay, Jasmine.
Wow,
that's
that's a shame, because I mean, Mark could have been of all of them, I think it's pretty clear Mark would have been the best partner, best opportunity to get the most foots in the door at more places. But yeah, to have that PO for $100,000, like that's awesome, like ding ding. But I think it's just the valuation is just so far off for where the company actually is today, and probably even the next year or so, right at the moment.
Is left.
I own the domain for NFT. I own the URL. I built a business around it with lots of partners. We have reserved all the S&P 500 companies. And so that part fits with what I'm doing, and I've already invested a lot in. I'm trying to figure out how to make that work so that when you offer any athlete an NFT profile, it goes up on the website.
But if you own all the 500 companies, you didn't get all their permission. Are you a troll?
We've reserved it for them, and they can decide to use it or not.
You reserved it for them.
Yeah, right.
There's no script. Let me finish.
Domain name hack.
You are witnessing a troll in real life.
Look,
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, look, it's no different than all the cyber squatters that are buying up domains and sitting on them, hoping that someday they can get their, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. I mean, the most I've ever paid for a domain was $800. That was for my name. I think it was like $800 or $900 for joepardo.com, which I don't even really use. I use superjoepardo.com. But I didn't want somebody to be able to scoop it up later. I should have bought it a long time ago, long time earlier before I did. With that said, I remember we wanted to buy pardos.com, Pardos.com for our truck parts company and now Pardo Fleet Solutions. And they wanted, at the time, I think it was like over 10 grand. And my dad was like, he just scoffed at the idea. He's like, nah, I'll give him 5 or 3,000 or something like that. I'm not giving him $10,000. Well, look, all these years later, I still kind of wish we had that, because our primary domain is pardos.net, Pardos.net. So all these years later, I kind of wish we had just bit the bullet and got it when we could have got it for, even at $10,000. Like, it's a lot, but it would have been worth it in the long run.
I have those domains, and my point is I don't steal it from them. If they want to work with us, great. But I'm not going to go to work for you, Jasmine, for 3%. because your business is nascent. It's early. It's startup. You're very impressive, but I'm not doing it for 3%.
Okay.
Okay, that's just not enough to get me out of bed to go work for
Give
you.
her an offer.
So I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to do the $250,000 for 15%.
You gotta say yes to that.
You should take that
to.
deal.
You got to.
I don't have any flexibility, but basically I'm giving you $250,000 and then going to work for you.
I would agree there. That's look, you're cutting the valuation immensely, but you're getting if they really think that NFTs are the future, then this is an opportunity to be there. But to me, the artwork, commissioning the artwork and all that, and they still haven't talked about like the artists or anything like that, where they get them from. Not, I mean, obviously they talked about the split, but that's still not to me. Like, where are you acquiring these artists from, and how's the the NFT being the gateway into to drops and all that? Like, cool, it's neat, I guess. It's just another spin on a membership, fee, basically. But you get to own a file. Hooray!
What do you want to do?
Commercial break is what
I'm
you
going
want
to do
to
the
do.
$250,000 for 15%.
Oh, you gotta say yes to that.
You should
You
take
got
that
to.
deal.
You got to.
First thing that happens is we figure out a strategy to blow you up. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but that means I'm working for you, Jasmine. I'm working for you. I wonder if I can get a paycheck. Can I get on payroll? Like, every day I'm going to get up and work for you. That's
You
why I
work
need
for minimum
15%.
wage because that's what he's
Thing is,
worth.
I come in with physical supply chain,
I got all that.
digital credibility.
Nothing proprietary about that,
I also
sorry.
have artist and athlete relationships. I have.
You also have an
digital-
offer.
Jasmine, you can counter.
I am thinking about what would be respectful. Would you do
Don't say 5%.
250,000 for 5% with an advisory share and
You got to get me to 15%. You can structure it any way you want, but I'm going to help you build this business in a very competitive space.
would you
Hold on a second. How you want to be respectful? But and Jazz, I would absolutely love to have you come on the show. No ill will at all. Like this is awesome. Like, this is an awesome product. I love art, and I love the fact that and I might have sounded maybe negative towards NFTs, and maybe it's already too late and I'm hearing about it in the comments below, but I would love to see, to see you and have a talk and do an interview here on the show. So let me know in the comments below and we'll make that happen. But come on, it's 6%. Come on.
consider $250,000 for 5% with an advisory share and 1% of every NFT
Ever sold.
ever
Okay,
sold?
so Jasmine, you're talking about a royalty deal, and that resonates with Mr. Wonderful, okay? All of a sudden, I'm loving you more now. So I would do this deal, okay? I'll do $250,000 for 11% and 2% of every NFT sold.
Wow.
At the 11%,
You should take that deal.
it is a down round for my current investors.
I understand, and I respect the investors, but I'm
You
Mr.
knew that
Wonderful.
coming in, though, Jasmine. You knew.
Yeah, like you gave up that opportunity. So the thing about that is, like, NFTs could go to zero tomorrow. I mean, they could. I'm not saying that they will, but they could go to zero tomorrow and be, worthless. And he owns 11%. It's better than him owning 15%.
That coming in.
I know.
I respect your investors,
Yeah.
but I'm going to bring something they can't bring, okay? They just can't. I think the URL is very valuable for you. I think the infrastructure that I have already to build out this NFT complex for you.
I literally.
I know you're struggling with it. I would take the 11% deal and the 2% NFTs. I would do that if I were you. I really would.
All your investors, they get a discount,
Yes.
right, to the
Yeah,
next round.
they do.
So if this price is at a lower amount, they actually get more of the company, right? So
Right.
you lose.
I know.
They don't.
I know.
Right?
You got to make a decision. But I'm willing to do it at 10. I don't care how many advisory shares are in that mix. And I want 1.5% of the NFT. Then you have a deal.
He went to 10.
There you go.
I did go to 10. I
He went to
understand
10. He
exactly
was
your
11.
problem. I'm giving you more.
Yes. Do it. Just
Let's
do
do
it.
it.
All right. Hey.
It's still going to be tough.
So
It's still
much.
going to be
I
tough.
know.
You know that,
I
right?
know, but I have done a lot of work to fuel what's going to be an incredible relationship. Thank you so much.
You got it.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
long
Jasmine.
Thank you, guys. To have Mr. Wonderful come through is an incredible opportunity. With his knowledge of the crypto space, it's going to help us impact so many more people in such a bigger way.
Yeah, absolutely. Jasmine, I'd love to hear from you. Just drop a comment down below, like a ding, ding, ding. Always nice getting a notification that's a new upload from you, Super Joe. Keep them coming. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you having having you in the super community. I hope you have an amazing day. I'll see you in one of these two videos. If you want to check out Round 21's website, social media with me, check up here. If not, I'll see you down below. Take care and go be super.